Now, just briefly want to go over the agenda. We're going to go ahead and talk about our PD camera, our new PD camera. We're going to talk about our motorized 4 megapixel camera. And we're going to talk about our 2 new versions of the AI Plus camera that are 4K ready. And we'll also be talking about our accurate search and our deep search MVR analytics. These are two very, very strong features that you can find inside our MVRs. Our TDO EIM 430 LIR 2A-AI-PD. It's a mouthful, right? But in a nutshell, this camera is our deterrence camera. It's powered by a Chrominance Plus upgrade. It's an ultra low light performing camera. It has an upgraded sensor with an f 1.0 aperture. What it allows us to do is capture the environmental light, and without the need of any IR or white light bar, it allows us to amplify the light and get a full color image, right? So this says we already have some of these in the field, our basic models, but now we're gonna have our PD model available with that ultra low light feature. This is a sensor upgrade, so it's not relying on firmware. It's a complete and upgraded hardware. This camera is also packed with our AI smart detection with human and vehicle classification. You can use features, IDSs like Crossline. This should minimize any kind of false alarms, since it's only going to be looking for human and vehicle objects, which, overall will minimize the amount of false alarms that you may encounter. We have tested these new human vehicle classifications, and they've been working successfully in plenty of different environments, such as work sites, gas stations, buildings, apartments, parking lots. So it works really, really well. The analytics that come with it are very, very powerful. And of course, as you can see there in the picture, it does come with our dual light technology. It does have a smart IR and a warm light that has a 30-meter reach for clear video at night. Pretty much, you can have the smart IR turn on either on a schedule or turn on motion. You can have the warm light turn on motion. So pretty much, you can customize how you want this to work. The great thing about these cameras is that you don't really need the IR or the warm light due to that upgraded sensor in the camera. But, if you want a more whole different level of clarity, turning on that warm light in a very, very dark place is going to give you a really, really colorful image. But again, natively, just with the sensor, you're going to get a full color image at night. And again, 98 feet, 30-meter reach. It's a pretty good camera. It also comes with built-in audio, microphone, speaker for your two-way audio capabilities. You have the ability to create custom audio sounds, load them into the camera, and use them as a deterrence feature when a rule is violated. You can create a multiple layer system where they cross one IVS and it will relay one message, and then it crosses ultra motion detection and it relays a different message, right? So you can definitely have like a multi-layer deterrence system with this camera with different audios that you can go ahead and upload. It does come with default audios that you can always use, but one of the cool things about this is you can create this custom audio straight from the phone app. You can just go ahead and record your voice or record a sound. We have had a couple of guys from Louisiana say that they've recorded themselves um, pumping a shotgun, and then they added, stay away. So, a lot of our guys are using it creatively out there. but you can obviously record a neutral message or a welcome message or any kind of message and have it triggered by an alarm. And the main obvious thing about this camera is that light deterrence. It's equipped with the red and blue light deterrence system. And alongside with the audio alarm, you could have this light deterrence create a deterrence for people trying to go into areas that they're not supposed to. We do work alongside a lot of police department, and one of the things that they mentioned too is how this deterrence has helped them. Um, on the field, usually when you have that white light turn on when it's triggered by an event, it doesn't draw attention as much as a red and blue light. And they have said that due to the red and blue light, neighbors or people passing by will look towards that specific direction, and now you have witnesses that were able to see what was going on. So, aside from deterring, it creates a more of an environmental awareness from people around that can, in return, can become part of the evidence that you may need for whatever's happening in that area. So this camera used to be very popular just with our commercials, but lately we have been seeing deterrence cameras being used in HOA, the neighborhoods, due to that factor that it will create a very visual deterrence. And as well, just like the alarm, you can turn it on, turn it off. You don't have to use it, but it's there if you need to use it. You can manually turn it on with the phone, or you can set it on the schedule to turn on. So very versatile camera and very easy to set up via the phone. Let's take a look here at our next camera, our TDO EIM 440 MA. This is our 4 megapixel camera. It comes with a 1/3 sensor, so you are able to get a full resolution of 4 megapixels. It's a motorized lens from 2.8 to 12 millimeter varifocal. So you are able to put it in, and then just zoom in to what you need. It's around a 4 to 5 times zoom. So it will actually, give you a whole lot of a zoom just from a simple curved camera. It has 120 decibel WDR, which is going to help maintain the clarity in high contrast or even in low light situations. Preferably, a lot of customers use it in storefronts, areas with strong backlighting, hallways that empty out into the sun, right? That you can just kind of see a huge glare in the in the back side of the hallway. Or even if you decide to fix that, it'll create a dark shadow in the hallway. This 120 WDR does help maintain clarity during those high contrast situations. It does have as well a smart IR that you can go ahead and have it triggered by motion or whatever the case may be. You can have the smart IR set up. It does have a pretty good reach of up to 40 meters. Um, and obviously it's an infrared, and it'll help you, during the night, make sure that you don't miss any of that details. It doesn't give you the color at night. However, it is due to the zoom and the very strong infrared, you are able to capture a whole lot of detail with just, your IR. So it's a very powerful camera. It's a very popular camera that, it's very applicable for any situations. And if you don't need all the extra bells and whistles, it's a very, very reliable camera. The following two cameras that we're going to talk about, we already have these cameras out there in the field. These are just the 8 megapixel version of them. Still want to go ahead and talk a little bit about them. These are our 8 megapixel cameras. This is a turret camera. Awesome, awesome quality image. It has that Chrominance Plus technology. So with that Chrominance Plus technology, we updated the sensor. Now you get huge amounts of light coming in. And now topped off with that 8 megapixel resolution, when you start doing that digital zoom, you're going to be able to really, really, capture a lot of detail out of these cameras. This camera specifically comes with the 130 dB true WDR. The 120 WDR, usually what I like to say is its intention is for low lighting conditions and some high contrast conditions. With this true WDR, you really have what I like to call like difficult lighting conditions, or just like a how you have headlights coming towards the camera, or you have this glare because of so many lights. This camera is excellent at adjusting to that, right? So it'll give you so much more versatility to set up due to its extra 10 dBs. And when it comes to lighting, those extra 10 dBs, they mean a lot. They give you so much range to be able to get the image that you need with that 130 dBs. We've used it here, the headlights coming straight at the camera. We put a glare on the side, and it's very, very well adjustable to any situation. So any harsh lighting conditions that you feel like your customers are running into, this will be a perfect camera for that. If you have low lighting conditions, camera like the PD camera would be an excellent camera for that as well. It does have that warm light illuminator that you see there at the bottom. It does give you up to 30 meters of white light. Again, because of the updated sensor, you don't really need to depend on that white light. That white light, usually I would say if you put it in a storage container that has absolutely no environmental light, then go ahead and use it. Out there, as long as you have some sort of light at night, it's going to go ahead and amplify that light and give you that crispy, full color view at night, which is excellent. And it gives you just so much detail at 4K resolution. And paired up with this one, we have our bullet style low harsh lighting camera. It does, again, it's a 8 megapixel camera, up to 30 frames per second, and it gives you high detail surveillance. Works with Chrominance Plus, upgraded chipset to that 1.0 aperture lens. Allows just so much light to come in. And as well, it has that 130 dB true WDR. You're able to maintain visibility in harsh lighting conditions, set it up pretty much wherever you need it, no matter the lighting. This camera will be able to manage harsh lighting conditions. One of the cool things about our AI Plus cameras is the AI detection analytics. They have advanced analytics like the crowd control, people counting, and color-based forensic search. So our equipment is getting upgraded to be able to use metadata when it comes to finding evidence in the recordings. You can look for people wearing black pants, white shirt, and anything like that. You'll be able to use those color-based forensics metadata on all of our AI Plus cameras that we have. These two AI Plus cameras that we have out. So it's not only is it equipped with an updated sensor, but the firmware that runs along with these cameras is consistently being upgraded to maximize that AI analytic searches that you'll be able to use with these cameras. So looking at that, I want to kind of retouch on that color-based forensic. That type of analytic structure has really empowered our cameras to become very versatile, very powerful systems. And I'd like to talk about one of the points that I mentioned we would be going over our MVR analytics. We're going to be talking about accurate search and deep search. Maybe you guys haven't heard these terms out there yet. Our accurate search has been out there for quite a bit, but our deep search is something that we are currently working on, and it should be hopefully hitting your shelves there at your local distributor soon. And first, let me go ahead and start by quickly kind of defining what our accurate search does. So it's an AI-powered object investigation, right? It's going to allow you to, within the frame, draw like a box over a specific object, whether it's a human, whether it's a car, and it'll look through the entire system and give you these objects. It'll list you the objects, whether by similarity or by chronological order. So you have either accurate mode or you have track mode. Both of them can be used for specific reasons, right? Track mode, I always like to give this example. You have a kid lost in the mall. What you would really want to have is the last time that kid was seen, right, on the timeline. You don't want to start from, an hour ago. So track mode would be the best way to go. Accurate mode is just going to give you the highest visual similarity, right? And I like to show you right now so you guys can see how that works. I'm going to bring up my screen here and show you guys. So this is our Q series recorder. This recorder has the accurate search capabilities. Now you can do this either watching the camera live or you can do this based off recordings. For the example right now, I'm gonna try and go here off a live camera. So then let me go into the recording. Let's look at who we can see around here. So you have this little icon right here that if you click on it, it'll say accurate search. I can go ahead and click on this, and it's gonna create this square of interest. You just gotta either redraw it or you can drag it. I'll go ahead and redraw that, and then I can go ahead and click accurate search. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna go ahead and then give me a list of this. Now, right now, I have it at 22%. So if I want to be more accurate, I can go ahead and click this here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend my search to the, let's see here, to the second. All right, let's try it here. The way that it works is, you create that object, you find that object, you track it, and it'll give you a list of all the events. I'm going to show you a little bit something a different way right now, but it's going to go through the second um, the second AI analytics that we have available, which is the deep search. So the deep search, the way that it works, it uses natural language so that you are able to find someone. And then from there, I'll show you how accurate search works. But let me show you here really quick. Right. So this is a new feature that you're going to find on the newer recorders. You're going to go here to search, and you're going to go ahead and type, let's just put a girl with red hair, and you're going to click search. What it's going to find, it's going to look for any, girls with red hair. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe extend my search here, and let's see if I can find a little bit more things. So that would be, I can go from here and click on this video, and I can start playing it here, and then it'll show me, that specific time where the girl with the red hair passed by. So let me go here. Okay, let's see if I get more. There you go. So it'll pick up from all different cameras on the system, right? That picks up the girl wearing the red hair. Even from here, you see this little button right here. I can do. I'll be able to do like Acu-Search. So I can go from here and let's see it out right here. I can click here. It takes me to that screen, and then let's see here. It'll find it'll find the girl with the red hair in any of the other cameras based on that accurate search. Let's see here. Now I can go here and type some other stuff, right? I can do guy with glasses, and I'll search, and then it's gonna pull up all the events with guys wearing glasses. All right, so then from there, click on it. All right, and then I'll be able to see here, our tech guy there wearing glasses. Um, I can go here, and then if, for example, I can do Acu-Search, and then I'll be able to create a specific interest over Alex. Click OK, and then it's going to try to find Alex in other videos, right? So my first search was guys wearing glasses, and then within the frame, I found Alex, and I just created an accurate search over Alex, right? So you can do that as you keep on going, right? From your deep search into that. We can do stuff like strawberry. And here in the image, because of our LED screen that we have in the back, it picked up that shot of the strawberry. So, but you'll be able to do stuff like that, or, red truck. And then it automatically will find you the red trucks. And again, you can go back to, clicking on this. If I want to find all the the evidence with this specific vehicle, I click here the accurate track, the Acu-Search, and then it'll give me that truck again, right? And it's super simple. Click on it, and then I can see the video straight from that search right there. So what this allows us to do, you can use, regular language to look for stuff. And this is something that's just going to keep getting better and better as we keep using it. Man with backpack, right? And this is off the interface of the recorder. Um, you can do this directly on the recorder, and you can do the exact same type, right? Where you type in man with backpack and it'll find it for you, and you just gotta click on it, and it takes you straight to the video. If you play on it, then you can do accurate search from the video that you're playing. Create an interest point, okay, and then it'll try to find similar events under that accurate search. Now, with this, it's obviously going to minimize and reduce the amount of time spent looking for evidence, especially if we have multiple cameras, 64 channel systems. It's going to minimize the amount of time you spend looking for evidence and your client spends looking for evidence. Now, one of the things that we like to kind of do is, give it provide an easy way to do it. So it's not only it's just, being able to use the natural language to find events. We also make sure that you can integrate both accurate search and deep search for a very, very seamless investigative workflow. You can go from deep search into accurate search, and then just keep going layer after layer, and it's just going to minimize the amount of time spent on that. One of the cool things about this is that deep search is mobile ready, and I like to show you how that works in the mobile in a phone. With the TDSS Guardian app, you're going to go ahead and open that app. And then you're going to click here where it says search. If you have a recorder that has the deep search feature, you're going to go ahead and see these three icons on top, right? Now you're going to click here, and then you can start typing here the same way that we did it, right? But I like to do first accurate search. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to click on, all right, I took this picture of that. I'm going to go ahead and put him there and click there. And then I'm going to say, I want to find this face right here. and it'll show me all the times that it has popped in the camera, right? Whether it's him by himself or part of another shot. Now, the same way I can start, increasing the matches so that I don't have excess information. And I'll put the last 7 days, confirm it, and it'll search for you right there, right? And it gives you here a percentage that you can go ahead and work with, right? So it's not only basing off color or anything like that. 'Cause you can see him here, he's on wearing a black shirt here, and here's wearing a white shirt. Different cameras over here too. He pops up right here in the corner. Um, so it works through the entire system. And this is a picture that, we took of him, and then just uploaded that. So you can click here, either upload a picture or take a picture, right? And I think I have Adriana as well here. And there you go. You'll be able to see her through all the cameras. And even in this one right here, where she's kind of peeking through the door, you can still see her right here. With your deep search, you can do the exact same thing we were doing with the recorder, where you'll be able to do, let's say, girl with red hair and search. And so then you find the evidence, videos of the girl wearing the red hair. And then you can, again, do the same thing, up the percentage, the last 7 days. And then here you'll find, right, the evidence. Right, so let's say we want to take, let's see here. So we want to use this as an example. I can click here, right? If I swipe there, it'll show me, the girl with the red hair. I can download the image straight into my phone. I can go to playback when that happened. Um, I can go back and go to live view. It'll take me to the live view of that camera, or I can initiate Acu-Search right here. And then I click on that, and then I can click here again and start looking for more evidence that this subject can take me to. Um, and then from here again, you can go to, let's say, for example, we open this one right here. We can get Juan right here. Same thing. Create an accurate search, select them. Over there with his cap covering most of his face, you should be able to find evidence of Juan around here, right? Different angles, different cameras, he'll pop up. Um, and this workflow just keeps on going, right? We found Alex here, same thing. You can keep on going, deeper as you keep finding the right evidence that you need, or the right clip that you need. So it's a very useful tool, and obviously sometimes you're going to get, you want a higher percentage, so you don't see all these extra ones that may or may not be. You just pick that up, right? Keep on going. So, you want to start with your deep search, and then you can go from there, right? As long as somebody's wearing glasses, it'll find them. Click on it, do your accurate search, and there he is on a different camera view. Right, so it's very, very versatile. You keep on going and going. You can do vehicles, you can do humans and objects as well. That strawberry one it's a good one. You can put a man carrying a cup. You can put a child with yellow pants. So whatever type of language that you want to, whatever kind of prompt you want to write, it will find that evidence, put it easily there for you to kind of do your investigation. So this is something that it's going to keep getting better and better as we keep working on it. This technology is going to be out soon. Uh, and we probably will be at one point, maybe at some of our distributors showing it off. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. We can definitely help you through it, show you, give you, even if you guys want maybe some access to some of these demos to try it out, you can let us know, and we'll let you kind of get access to it, and you can mess around with it.
On the Acu-Search and Siegfried, one of the things that I wanted to kind of mention as well there is that when you upload a picture of someone and then you trace them to where, for instance, they have come, from a particular vehicle, then you can also search that particular vehicle and find out how many times that vehicle has been coming over. Because if that's most of the times when something happens in a location, that particular individual has been there before. And if we're able to find that particular individual and the vehicle that he came with, then that's a lot more evidence for the police officers. And I think that this will definitely facilitate the search for recordings and for individuals or objects. You have the ability to do these from your phone app, whereas before it was only through the interface of the MBR, and you have to go on site, and that means you really need to roll a truck to get there. So by having these features available from your phone app, it's definitely going to save time, money, and effort in pulling out some recordings. But no, that's awesome. I really like it, and I cannot wait to see where this takes us.
Again, if you guys do have any questions, feel free to email us at support@tdsecuritysystems.com. We're there to help you answer any questions. If you have any projects, or if you need any kind of guidance to see what kind of cameras or recorders would help with the specific projects, let us know. We'd be more than glad to help you guys out. Our tech support line is also always available for any of our dealers that need our assistance. Thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate you guys showing up today. And if you don't have any other questions, thank you for joining in. See you guys soon.